virtually screaming for my approval, showed she had already decided. Saying no was like closing a door she didn't want to. "Are you sure you're okay with this?" she questioned, wide-eyed and anxious, like she was offering me a choice. "We don't have to if you're not comfortable." I saw her desperate for my approval. I knew this wasn't a decision in the back of my head. Something was changing between us, like it or not. To find out what was going on, I had to play along. "No, it's fine," I nodded. "If you think it'll be good for us, we can try it." I entered something I didn't believe in, knowing I was losing her. She became thrilled and started talking about how we might set up dating app profiles together and how we should notify each other of upcoming dates, all of which she seemed to have already considered. I'm sitting there wondering, how long did she plan this? Rest of the night was odd. We watched TV as usual, but my mind raced. Sophie was cuddling with me on the couch, acting like everything was fine, like she hadn't just suggested changing our relationship. I kept wanting to return it and tell her I wasn't happy. I had no idea how. Every time I saw her browsing through her phone with a smile, I felt like I had made a big mistake. That night in bed, I couldn't sleep. Sophie lay cold next to me, serene, while I glanced at the ceiling, wondering what I had done. Part of me wanted to wake her awake and tell her I didn't want to share her. Some part of me was afraid. I was afraid she would do it or leave me if I said no. As I laid there, I reviewed our recent conversations to see if I missed any indications. Is she bored? Was I insufficient? Was someone else there? I had no responses to the inquiries that kept coming. Little did I know, this was just the start of the chaos. Sophie asked me to assist pick photographs for her Tinder and Bumble profiles all evening, like a lover would. She asked me to take new photos of her. Yes, seriously. I took images of my girlfriend to make her look good to other males. I created my own profile to demonstrate my effort. My heart wasn't in it. Writing a bio felt awkward and false every time. What should I write? Looking for fun while dating? I felt awful all over. She probably knew I wouldn't meet anyone. I told her I'm not social and don't have time or energy to meet new people several times. Maybe she believed she could date and use me as backup. Sophie got matches fast. Her beauty and playfulness are obvious. I was most surprised by how quickly she met these guys. Within a week, she had 3 dates. 3. She showed me their profiles like we were discussing celebrity obsessions. She shoved her phone in my face. "Look at this one. He's a personal trainer at that fancy gym downtown. We're getting coffee tomorrow." I nodded, pretending this was usual. I felt queasy the first time she got dressed for a date. I had never seen her black clothing before. For this, she bought new outfits. She did cosmetics for an hour. She twirled as she left our bedroom. "How do I look?" she exclaimed. I said, "Great," knowing that dress probably cost more than she spends on our date nights. She returned home late that night, laughing. I feigned to sleep when she went to bed, but I heard her texting for an hour. She hummed while preparing coffee the next morning and pretended everything was wonderful. I noticed her schedule. Monday involved coffee with the gym guy. Wednesday supper with a lawyer. A food truck owner and I had drinks Friday. The range was intriguing. She always came home looking like she had the time of her life. I checked the Instagram locations she tagged. Not my proudest moment, but I needed to know the truth. I drove by the restaurant where she stated she was eating one night. She was at the bar with a tall suit-clad man cracking up. She held his arm and looked at him like she did at me. Distance between us. Her change at home was worse than seeing her with these guys. She spent less time with me, no more cuddling. She texted constantly. Sunday pancake ritual? She was meeting the girls for brunch. I once discussed it with her. "Don't you think you're going on a lot of dates?" I asked casually. She looked at me like a fool. That's the whole point of an open relationship, isn't it? To meet new people and have experiences? You should try it too. I can help you with your profile if you want. But I didn't want profile aid. Please return my girlfriend. I wanted the person who used to love ordering pizza and watching lousy movies with me, not this new version who always dressed up and left. She was getting ready for date number 6 or 7 one night. I lost track. I couldn't stand it. I went on a walk to clear my brain and ended up at this picnic spot. I sat there for 2 hours contemplating how quickly everything had fallen apart. Sophie's messages buzzed my phone. "Hope you're okay. Don't wait. Have such a great time." She twisted the knife with each message. She tried to tell me about her date the next day, how hilarious he was and how he took her to this great new restaurant. Standing, I left the room. Following me, she seemed bewildered. "I thought you were okay with this?" she asked, shocked. "Yeah, maybe I'm not," I answered. But you could be dating too. You're choosing to stay home and be miserable. That's when I understood she didn't understand. She didn't get that I didn't want additional dates. I wanted her. Her old self. He liked our boring, normal existence together. 3 weeks had passed since she started this open relationship thing. 3 weeks of watching her dress up for other guys and lying awake wondering where she was, what she was doing, and who she was with. My thoughts went crazy for 3 weeks. I assumed she'd understand how foolish she sounded. I kept waiting for her to wake up and realize how ridiculous this was and what she was throwing away. But she didn't. Without hesitation. Not guilty. She took pride in it. She moved around like she had discovered a higher level of dating that we were too foolish to understand. Worst part? I couldn't comprehend why. It seemed she liked me. Why burn it all down? Why say we didn't have enough? It finally clicked. This was unfixable, no return. The end was irreversible. For once, I wasn't sure I cared. I was inspired by the thought of her living her life carefree while I was drowning in it. I wanted her to regret everything. Show her what she threw away. I had no plan yet. I knew I wouldn't suffer while she had fun. I didn't know what to do next, but I needed to chat. Someone who would realize how messed up this was. Emma started visiting more often. Emma, Sophie's best friend since college freshman year, was Emma. She came to movie nights, helped us move furniture, and brought soup when someone was sick. One of those genuine people, you know? Being a kindergarten teacher suits her because she makes everyone feel heard and important. I always saw her as Sophie's friend. Though pretty, long brown hair, green eyes, constantly smiling, I put her in the buddy zone. In addition, she had dated Mark for 2 years. However, they split months ago. She first came over after Sophie started her open relationship to borrow mixing bowls for a birthday cake. Sophie went out with a new guy, and Emma sensed something was up with me. "You look terrible," she stated directly. "What's going on?" Although I didn't intend to tell her everything, it happened. How Sophie announced open relationships to me. How she dated various males practically every night. I felt crazy witnessing it all. Emma sat, listening. Truly listening, not just waiting for her to speak. She shook her head after I finished. "Not an open relationship," she remarked. "That's just Sophie doing whatever she wants without caring how it affects you." Something about hearing it from someone else made me less insane. After that, Emma visited more often, generally while Sophie was dating. Watching movies, ordering takeout, just hanging around. Talking to someone was nice. Someone who understood us and the situation. Confession: Emma appeared concerned one night after Sophie had been exploring for a month. I saw her fiddle with her jewelry when she was concerned. "I need to tell you something," she whispered from across the couch. "And it might make things weird, but I can't keep pretending." My stomach flipped strangely. Maybe I knew what was coming. "I've had feelings for you for a long time," she replied, holding her hands. "Like, since before you and Sophie even got together. But you were with her, and she's my best friend, so I never said anything. I started dating Mark hoping it would help me get over it, but," she replied. "It didn't work." I sat there trying to comprehend. Emma, kind, funny, lovely, had affections for me. How could I miss that? She assisted me in Sophie's gift selection. Sophie, who was undecided about a meaningful relationship with me. Sophie seldom texted to check in, but Emma made me homemade chicken soup when I was unwell. Was I blind the whole time? "You don't have to say anything," she said hurriedly. "I just needed you to know. Watching Sophie treat you like this, seeing how much it's hurting you, it's been killing me. You deserve better than this." I regarded her. Really regarded her. Her eyes shone in that modest green sweater. Her hair was in an easy sloppy bun that made her seem prettier. I was puzzled how I hadn't noticed before. Still, Sophie's actions haunted me. She believed I'd wait like a devoted idiot while she walked around with multiple guys. Like I was a safety net. Available whenever she was bored. It was her biggest error. She was out there doing what she wanted, assuming I'd be there when she returned. Nah. For me, that chapter ended. I no longer followed her rules. My game was personal. I shot my shot. I breathed deeply, feeling that shift. The moment when I took charge. "Emma," I said, surprised by my steady voice. She sat closer on the couch. "I know this is complicated. I know I'm probably making everything worse by telling you this. But seeing you so unhappy these past few weeks, I just couldn't stay quiet anymore." She kissed me, leaning in, kissing me. Should have stopped. I should have considered Sophie, our friendship, and how complicated this would be. So I kissed her back.